Township Planning Board for September 21st, 2023. If everybody please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, our agenda this evening, as was posted on the town website and the town board, is as follows. Number one, Park Acre subdivision. Applicant seeks to subdivide 3.30 acres from a 10.74 acre parcel to create a new residential lot at the end of Langmore Lane. Michael Hart is the applicant. Number two, Louise News LLC, site plan, this is tentative. Applicant seeks to construct a drive-through restaurant and retail building on the eastern portion of the site and a second drive-through restaurant on the western portion of the site at 727, 737 Hoosick Road and 4 Mohawk Avenue. Louise News LLC is the applicant. Number three, Golden Grain Pizza, site plan. Applicant seeks to redevelop an existing building into a pizza restaurant at 585 Hoosick Road. Zephyr Ox is the applicant. And there is some, also some new business tonight. So, our meeting will start with the review of the minutes of our last, meeting on September 7th. Has everybody had an opportunity to look at those? And is there any amendments, changes, corrections? Okay, hearing none, I will make a motion to accept the minutes as they were submitted. Do I have a second? Second. Any further discussion on the minutes? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, first on our agenda is the Park waiver of subdivision. Ryan, what do you have for us?
Basically, I've made a slight alteration to the plan that you looked at 2 weeks ago. After Wayne and I met on site on Tuesday, we talked about the need for a pull-off for fire apparatus on the driveway, because it's definitely going to end up being over 500 feet in length. And so I've just kind of extended the proposed drive that I show on the plan to also include a pull-off that would meet the requirement for the New York State Fire Code. And then, of course, they'll have to build an ample turnaround at the home site, wherever that ends up being, that will also be adequate for turning around fire apparatus.
Okay. I know that you and Wayne did a field review of the, anything regarding some of the issues with the drain pipes and anything like that, and the moving of the new pond. Is there anything that should be added or?
We talked about it, and I also talked to Bill Bradley, the stormwater coordinator and water utility director. The existing drainage beyond the Langmore Lane proper is all private. There's never been any executed easements for any of that drainage. That catch basin that's shown on Langmore Lane is actually a dry well.
Yes.
Yeah, it has holes in it. It's, doesn't have any water in it. There was a 12
Which
inch.
one are you talking about? Where
The one where it says CB and then the 12-inch line runs west. See that one?
And there's like a grid there, because I was out at the site on Monday when it was raining. There was water flowing into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
It doesn't hold any water.
I didn't say it held any water, all I know is I heard water drinking into it.
Yeah.
It wasn't overflowing.
No, it's all working very well. In fact, even when we were there on Tuesday, when we went down to the pond, you could still hear water running through it. So, it's working well.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, there doesn't appear to be any drainage issues on Langmore Lane currently. The pond, I didn't go right down in there, it's overgrown, but, not full of water.
okay.
Um,
I did shuffle around on the cul-de-sac area there, where there was some standing water to see if it was flowing anywhere. And it wasn't. Standing, recesses in the pavement or off to the side. Couldn't see anything moving anywhere, it was just standing water.
yeah, pond.
Happening. All right.
In my discussion with Bill Bradley, the town has no desire to accept an easement for that proposed swale or the new pond.
Okay.
It will remain private. We won't be executing anything there.
Okay.
We talked about the turnaround and Brian put that on the plan.
I assume though that there will be a new pond located strictly because of that.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes indeed.
Yeah, keep the pond on there and stay with the easement.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? For either Brian or Wayne? Approving this? Any issues, Andy? Any of the things that were discussed as far as the easements?
Now, with respect to the drainage or the town not taking the easements, we'll note that is there a reference on the plan now or is the original plan?
What's that?
Easements being transferred to the town.
There's no reference to easements to the town, but it just says proposed easement. But I can take those off and provide Chuck with some new copies for final stamping. It's not a problem.
Yeah, we're just proposing drainage easement extension, take that off.
Yep. Yep.
This has nothing to do, I think, directly with the waiver, but I'd like to ask Mike whether the driveway to Mussolini on your property now, are you going to possibly do a lot line adjustment or anything like that in the future?
My concern is if I do a lot line adjustment, then it'll preclude, if I ever sell the property or whatever, and that driveway going up the backside wouldn't necessarily fit in that. You know, right now there's what, 60 feet?
No.
You can go right up to the line on the driveway, Mike.
Pardon
You
me?
can go right up to the line on the driveway.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, what's the road frontage you need for, in a approved lot?
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to move the front. You know, we wouldn't be able to move the front here, but, you know, Mike could maybe make a lot line adjustment in this area at some point. You know what I mean, Russ?
Yeah, I mean, I was just curious, I mean, this doesn't affect the waiver or anything like that, but, you know, obviously the survey did bring up a situation where you do have a driveway that's on property, the owner's property.
And on that, we'll just note the minutes that if the board is inclined to approve the plan, it's not passing, it's not approving, it's not recognizing the driveway on the Hart property, not characterizing it as an encroachment, it's just showing a driveway for the Mussolini lot located on the Hart parcel.
If I don't hear any objections, I'll entertain a secret determination.
Make a note that.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And now the approval of the waiver. Somebody like to make a motion with the condition of recognizing the driveway as you described. Do you want that as a condition?
Well, I think it's enough for the minutes to simply reflect that. The condition would be that the references to the easement of the proposed drainage easement be really clean.
Who would like to make that?
I'll make a
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? We're all set.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. You want these drawings back?
No.
Or do you have to make a?
I have to make a
Okay.
motion.
I'll bring it down.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I'll just update one of these in for the record.
Okay, second on our agenda is the review LLC. I don't believe there's anything to report on that at this point.
They're doing test bores and seeing what the soil conditions and perk rates are going to be for their underground water retention. They have nothing new to give us.
One of the things, Randy and I were discussing this today, that we think that the two traffic studies ought to be reviewed by DOT. And they should be forwarded to DOT for their
Okay,
review.
I can do that. Do you,
Coordinate with Wayne.
yeah, I was gonna say what?
I think it may have already been done, but let me check.
Okay.
Okay.
We thought that that would probably be something that DOT's comments would probably be needed as a part of the information for the public hearing.
And Wayne, that would include both the applicant's traffic study and Creighton area.
All right. So since they're not here, we'll just adjourn then until our next meeting.
Sounds good.
And that brings us to number 3, which is the Golden Grain Pizza site plan. And you indicated today that they wish to be postponed and then put on our next agenda for the.
That is correct. Yeah, Nick called, said he didn't have a chance to get any of the topos on the site plan and or to do anything with that parking area, to lay the parking spots out in the newly purchased parcel across the street. So he would like to be on October 5th.
And before we get into new business, we did receive the ag statement for your special use permit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the pastures all around me,
And you're scheduled for a public hearing on the 5th. also.
October 5th, yes.
And that's for 7 o'clock. Where you're going to do
I should be here.
I hope so. Okay, that brings us to new business, which is, the first thing we have here is an application for a site plan review. This is an amendment to the Brunswick Veterinarian Hospital. Do we have somebody here?
Yes, the vet is in the house.
Introduce yourself and give us a rough idea of what you want to do.
Sure, so we're just looking to make an expansion on the building.
We're growing, lots of new doctors and new staff, so we need some additional exam rooms and additional surgical space. So, and also additional employee space based on the number of employees we have. So we're looking to expand, I guess it would be the southern side of the building as well as the western side. And then on the eastern side, we'd be adding additional parking to accommodate the additional clientele and additional staff. So that's, downstairs is basically just additional floor space for surgical suite, a little bit bigger of a surgical prep area. I think 3 more additional exam rooms, some additional storage space, and then upstairs is just more offices and employee space.
We just received this tonight, so
That's okay.
I haven't had a chance to review it, but I assume that, the increased parking is all conforms to how many parking places we need and all that sort of thing. Now, how would this be handled? Is this a new site plan or an amendment to a previous site plan?
There's a, in my opinion, currently approved site plan, so if you amended.
Okay.
It would still need to get referred to the county, because it's right along the state highway, but I would be without an amendment. There's no amendment to the site plan.
She's gonna need an ag data statement.
I believe so.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're gonna need an ag data statement between you and the farmers in the area. How close to the property line are you in the back?
Not close at all. Like I went up to the top of the hill back there. So what we're looking at mostly is not getting too close to there's, I don't know what you call it. There's a swale back there as well as, so we're trying not to get too close to that. I don't want to build into the hill. I want to be off of it. So based on where we're at right now, I think if I remember, I'm about 15 feet off of the hill still. So there'll still be some space behind there.
And the septic?
Septic is located on the eastern side. There shouldn't be any need to upgrade that. When we built that septic, we built it with the intention of putting a kennel on the other side of the property, kennel boarding facility. And we over-engineered the septic to
I'll get it.
potentially be able to accommodate that.
What's the
And
number
at
out there?
this time, I don't have plans to do that for
1653.
many years ever. So the septic should be plenty
16.
for any expansion. And to be honest, we don't really use a lot of water. I mean, people aren't taking showers, they want, probably the washing machine is the biggest thing, and, flushing toilets. So we should be fine with that. I mean, certainly we'll have somebody look at it again, but
How big is the actual cost?
we're just a little shy of 10, 9.66, I think is the acreage.
So the remainder basically goes east, is that correct?
Correct, yeah. We go a little bit behind, so a little bit to the south, and then most of it is east.
Yeah, 9.66 is the size of the parcel. Closest setback line would be, if you want to call that southwest, where you have those trees planted, and that is 79 feet.
We don't plan on encroaching on
On
those
the
trees.
west side you're talking about?
Oh, southwest, it's kind of angular, it doesn't sit fully nest, but you'll see trees down there. I can show you.
I think it says it's 74.5.
Is that what it is? Yeah, it could be.
76.5.
I didn't zoom in too awful far.
She's adding in. So.
That setback's adequate, correct?
Yes. Is this going to be taking the place of the larger detached building that we were speaking about, I think pre-pandemic?
We are putting that on probably a very long hiatus. Based on construction costs,
Gotcha.
we have full plans for that, but just based on current construction costs and doing a business plan, I can't possibly charge people enough to cover the construction of that facility. So that's on hold for
Mhm.
to. So not really in place, a different thing.
You're gonna have to enlarge your detention ponds.
I don't think it's gonna be necessary because we're not planning on,
You're increasing a lot of blacktop. You're increasing a lot of blacktop and roofs.
yeah, the blacktop that we're increasing by, really on the, it's gonna be on the west side, we're only increasing by 4 spaces. The big part is over there by that employee entrance on the side, and that is actually, right now, that is the, this part of the drainage ditch that goes down to the retention pond. The plan is just, right now, there's a pipe off the hill, so we're just gonna extend that pipe down, of course, with engineers' help, but, get that pipe down further so that we can potentially put a driveway over top of that, and of course, we have drainage in that driveway space, probably just like we have in the parking lot now. I don't think they're gonna have to increase it, though, to be honest, when we first got there, the first year, we had a lot of water coming off that hill. Once the grass and the plants and stuff came in, and we put an additional, French drain in the back, when it rains now, we don't have any water in that thing. It's kind of just an eyesore, to be honest, as far as I'm concerned. But I'd say maybe once a year when we have rain for like many weeks and then we get a big one, we'll get a little bit of water in that thing, and that's about it. So water definitely has changed since we moved in.
So the second floor is strictly staff.
Correct. Yep. Office space and a employee break room.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
You'll be providing a full-size plan, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we've,
Yeah,
still kind
got
of-
the one hanging up there, that's the only,
yeah, we're still kind of tweaking a few things. We're going through like cabinetry and all that good stuff now, which we are running into a few, maybe this one that needs to be a little over. So,
So your engineer checked the offset from your parking to the septic system too.
Okay. the little list is just kind of get on the radar now so that we can get into the next meeting with the whole sets.
You're on the radar. Does anybody have any questions? Like I said, we just got this tonight. We'll put you on that agenda for the next meeting.
Great.
Is that too soon?
I think that can be accomplished, but I will touch base if it cannot be.
Okay, all right. And Chuck, you're gonna proceed ahead with the ag statement, it should be that.
sure will.
All right, if there's no other questions,
And then you have access to the old file? You have access to the old file, and it was first,
The old section.
I might.
If you
In
don't,
my archives.
I still have it if you need it.
do you recall what year it was?
We finalized building in 2015, I would say 2014 was when I can tell you June 5th, this last meeting where everything got approved because I gave birth the morning of the meeting. So I tell you
Those are
exactly when it was
those
done.
okay. So we will see you on the 5th, and hopefully we'll proceed on.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other new business? Chuck?
I don't think so. No, I think it's just one of the, only business we had.
Okay, and, just as a review, Chuck is scheduled for his public hearing on the 5th also, so that would be the start of the meeting. At 7 o'clock, it will be the public hearing for the accessory apartment, special use permit. And followed by Louise Muse LLC, Golden Grand Pizza. And then the Brunswick Veterinary Hospital. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Anybody have anything else that I may have forgotten? There is just as a review, there is a zone change application for Merle, which is the Diamond Plaza mall there, for a strip mall. He wants to change from
Currently light industrial.
Industrial.
light industrial to B15.
B15.
So, we'll have to see how that goes. We will be required to make a recommendation on that. But that has to go through the town.
Just to update, it has gone before the town board. They did up the resolution, accepting it and referring it to the county planning department and this board. So you will get a formal copy of the petition seeking the zone change. Laverge Engineers was retained to assist the town board. So that will be forwarded to you, and I think the request would be to have that added to your October 5th, just to start the review of the proposed zone change petition.
And that would be under new business.
That's correct.
That's not going to be on the agenda.
Where are we with Walmart?
So I can update the board on that. The Walmart has made an application to the town board to amend the PDD for the storage in the parking lot and sales in the parking lot. And likewise, the town board did accept that application, retain review experts. Under the current zoning law, initially, there's a sketch plan review of the proposal that'll be undertaken, and the town board makes a determination on the sketch plan. And if it then proceeds to full review, then the formal referral over to this board for a recommendation will be made. So there's still one more step to go at the town board on that.
I see they took the canopies out.
Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago. That was before the last time I was called there for CO alarms.
The ones in the parking lot for the call in your order thing?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that was enough, which caused the seismic activity to make pretty much every gas line joint on the roof leak.
The crane in the parking lot caused the gas line?
It wasn't a crane, it was when they were pounding out the bases before the canopy. Those bases were.
I went by, there was a crane out there. taking
Yeah,
it
for the
down.
new signage, yeah. No, they were pounding the base out. 3 foot by 4 foot concrete base.
Wayne, do you have anything to add to our meeting? I may have forgotten.
I don't think so.
Okay. Then if there is no other new business, old business, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Didn't want to leave.
It's too early.
So, yeah, like,
I got good.